trying to make sure everything is good. All right. Welcome back to another episode of Wavy Talk XL. I'm your host today, or I'm always your host, but today this video is a commentary and a reaction video. So so stop wasting that time. Stop wasting my time and hit that follow button. And before, let me start again. Hold on. Welcome back to another episode of Wavy Talk XL. I'm your host, and today's video is a reaction / commentary video. But just one more thing, if you are not following my channel, please go check out my media. Go please support my media. Go support, link below in my bio. And then furthermore, if you go to my Instagram, there is a link below that you can go check out my merchandise and go please support. I'm gonna try to do more. Try to do more. What's the word? I'm gonna try to do more of a introduction more. I'm gonna try to practice doing my introduction better. Let's put it as that. So, without further ado, we're gonna hop in and watch some of the videos. You're gonna see my reaction. Those who are on YouTube is gonna see it vertically, and then those who are on Twitch is gonna see it horizontal to what's been missing out. So let me hit this real quick. Alright. The first video we're going to get into is Tekken 8 Mariah Zoe. However you are saying that, the fighting god reborn is looking for a BFF. Apparently it's coming out December 4th. I'm ready. I'm all for it. And we have a whole bunch of videos to get through. So this is not some little in and out kind of thing. So for this said, you already know what to do. I already gave you the tools, and let's get to it. All right.
The Aries, born with crimson eyes, as foretold by her renowned fortune-teller grandmother, developed a deep fascination with wildlife, mimicking their movements, including during their clashes with foes for survival. She naturally became interested in martial arts and quickly advanced at an astonishing pace. Before long, news of her spread, and skilled martial artists from all over sought to test their skills against her.
A word?
Get ready for the next battle.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Y'all see this right here? Not this. Not this. This. People were speculating Ogre's daughter. But we're going to get into Fighting God Reborn. Let's get into it. All right.
Section 8. New
Jak chcecie mieć? A tam mam lecik, Sanso?
Yaris.
What's that in her hand? She got a staff? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Why was she pouncing like the panda and then jumping on niggas and then throwing them down? Is this an actual fighting style or is this just mixed up? You know, I'm playing. So we just strippers? We stripping. We stripping. We strip down booty ass. Okay. Oh, we lemur? We lemering? What the fuck? Hold on. Okay, what? Okay. Okay. Let me go back. Hold up.
Stai cossinha? Mira, fermi a manare. Adesso se conoscono erano gemanci ai cazzo. Abbiamo tutto un
Whoa! So we just grabbing and just okay. We slamming and grabbing and slapping and okay. It's a little bit overkill. That is definitely not the same power. Anyway. Does she have a double form? I gotta know. She must have a double form. Why is she, you know, continue. What the fuck? Wait a minute, hold up. There's a horn on her. And there's wings on her back. This is only season 2. So are we getting a season 3 and we're getting more characters additional like this crazy ass bitch? Because why is she able to... She says, we have the same power. Oh, we have other people who has double... Oh, we're definitely getting another Tekken. We're getting another game. I thought shit was over. No, they got more to tell. They got more to tell. Watch it. I can already see it.
Vanilla, Os segredos isang mas tubong kuku. Kita naman bisa ni Nasan. Hey, fady manondro tanala ohatr'izany. Ohatr'izao ny izy.
What the
Dora ka mamlaya.
Hold on, let me go back. Cause are we gonna get like a little cool like short story, like some kind of like backstory of like her more like that'd be kind of helpful. I think it'll be helpful. But let me. People are gonna spam the shit out of this. I already see it. I can see it.
Ay, cozinha. Mira, verninha manara. Ada seseorang erna jemansnya kehadisan. Akan itu tunski. Ya. Ready, kid? Don't
So Sophia definitely has a big part of the story. Like, you know, to expand, they could do a lot. So not only Hihachi's daughter, I forgot her name, is gonna have a double foreign. Like, so is so if this is the case, and Mariah Zoe, like, if she is possessing and whatever, are there other tribal people or other people of this ethnicity like also have like a like devil gene or whatever gene this is? Like, are there like offsprings that like are there other offsprings that also give off a similar like aspect of like of this? If so, that'd be cool.
Os segredos isang mas tubong kuku. Kita naman bisa ni Nasan. Dora ka mamlaya.
Tekken, you do not fail me at all. But let's continue. All right, that was pretty good. Oh shoot, connection. We're gonna get into this right now. like I said.
It's all fun and games till someone gets shot.
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we're going to be talking about an interesting discussion. This revolves around the new character and her connection to the great ogre. And really, when you talk about ogre's introduction into Tekken, it goes all the way back to the start of Tekken 8. When they showed him in the promotional material, we got that brief cutscene of that like flashback, but it was like remade in Tekken 8. A lot of people were thinking he was going to play a big role in the story. Now, obviously, that did not happen. He was not in the story, and he was also not in the DLC. Since that moment, a lot of players have been asking the developers to put Ogre in the game as DLC. One of my ideas, and I was trying to find a clip to summarize this, but I would have to dig through thousands of hours of live stream footage. But I was saying they should create someone who worships ogres, someone who looks up to ogres, someone who is mimicking the mimic god himself, Ogre. Now, it seems like that's what the developers are doing. And it all starts with this tweet here from Harada back on June 13th, where he was responding to someone who says, "Please tell me about Ogre. What is he? What is his goals? Who created him? Is he actually dead?" Now, I did a separate video where I answered a lot of these questions, and we went super...
This man is not dead. And this man has a lot of markings. I bet you right.
in depth on what happened to Ogre, because, you know, last time he was, you know, alive and active in the world of Tekken was Tekken 3. Tekken 3, in terms of the actual timeline, is about 4 to 5 years ago. So Jin was like 15 when that happened. Now in Tekken 8, he's 21. So some time has passed. And for Harada to say what he said here, in Tekken 3 era, the official setting material included in strategy guide stated that Ogre is not a singular being. Instead, there is at least one Ogre in every continent, and including island nations. For Harada to say this, you know, a lot of people started thinking about, okay, well, where are the other ogres? We know that the original Ogre from Tekken 3, his slumber was disrupted by Heihachi going there and trying to, you know, meddle with powers he cannot control. That's how Ogre got free. So we started to assume that maybe all the other ogres out there was sealed away in some kind of tomb. The thing that you got to keep in mind with throwing out an idea like that is who would seal all these creatures away. Zafina's organization and Claudio's organization helped sealed away Azazel a long time ago, but I don't think it was ever specified who sealed away Ogre, and basically all of them at this point. So when Harada threw out the idea of multiple ogres existing, it got a lot of people excited. You have this image of another ogre that Tekken had in the Tekken mobile game, but it was not canon, go viral. And what I will highlight, just keep this in mind for the future in this video, is the red sort of marking he has on his shoulder. We're going to be talking a lot about the markings of Ogre and the new character and how this ties them together. The first thing we'll talk about, though, is the animal-like natures that both of these characters possesses. In her bio, it says that basically she loves animals, and also in her fighting style, she mimics animal behavior. So we don't know if she'll be doing like bear, tiger stance. We don't know what that means. We can only go based.
Clearly, we just saw the bear, and then we saw, I'm guessing it was a lemur, and then after their words, a bird, apparently, and then her pole dancing.
Description. And when you talk about what Ogre did, how he mimicked animals. One, in Ogre's design alone, this guy looked like all sorts of animals. He had the arm of a snake. He had like giant, you know, bat demon wings. He had horns. He's basically like a minotaur, but on steroids. The animal natures was so prevalent in Ogre, but most notably True Ogre. In Tekken Tag Tournament 2, on the continued screen, it depicts the more animalistic behaviors that he possesses. It roars and it turns its back on the viewer and seemingly devours the player's character, as sounds of tearing flesh can be heard. Now, I'll go ahead and play that continued screen so you guys can see exactly what this is referring to and how Ogre possesses these, even though he's smart. In true Ogre form, he's very smart. He can speak multiple different languages. But when he turns into true Ogre, that's when the animal side comes out. Listen to this.
Continue. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 0. Game over.
Now, as we move on to Harada's most recent tweet about the character, and this is what started everyone down this road of doing all this discovery, someone says, "Why does she have red eyes?" Harada responds to this and says, "It's related to her background and such, but the information will be revealed in the future. It's properly connected to the past Tekken series." What else in the past Tekken series has red eyes? Well, one, you got to talk about the Great Ogre. His eyes is red, and it's never been explained. But two, something that I want to highlight is Mokujin. Mokujin has the exact same red in the eyes as Ogre, and also Mokujin has some strange connection to Ogre. Whenever Ogre awakens, Mokujin awakens as well, and immediately starts to hunt him down. So when you see the new character having these red eyes as well, and Harada says it's connected, everyone can only draw connections. But then when you look at what else people discovered, those connections become much more solid. So on her bracelets, if you pause the trailer at the right time, you can see this sort of like squiggly line with two dots in the middle. Remember when I told you to keep in mind this red symbol on Ogre's shoulder? This is when this thing is going to come into play. But then also you have this emblem here of his true Ogre form. Now this one isn't exactly a squiggly, but you can see that it has the circular shapes with the dots in the middle. And I believe this one actually here on the top of his back seems more like what she has on her shoulder. But if we continue to take a closer look at the ancient Ogre design, you can see that this squiggly line makes an appearance here on his arm. And also when you talk about this symbol, it's not only appearing on the characters, but also in previous stages. So here we have another screenshot. It's a similar pattern, and this comes from the Devil Within minigame from Tekken 5. And you can see it has that same squiggly line with the two dots, and it even has like the feet at the bottom. So this is literally a connection to Oak. But also when you talk about this emblem, it kind of made its way into Tekken 8, and I'll show you guys what I mean real quickly when we go into photo mode. So for those of you guys who don't know, Tekken 8 has this stage here. This is Yakashima. Now, Yakashima made its way into the story, but what I want to note here is how you have these circular patterns here on the rocks. So you have circles on circles on circles. When you go to Sanctum, these same red patterns are also visible. Now we know that these stages are also connected as well because when Jin and Kazuya was fighting, they crashed through the ceiling of these stages. Look at this big symbol on the ground. You can even see like the little feet line right there, right? You see how it's kind of like has the bottom of the symbol like the ogre's shoulder do? And you can also see the little squiggly there that's on the character's bracelet. So this one
I just want to say that's pretty cool, you know. I never really thought about like using terrain to like investigate and do something like this. I would say that's pretty cool. Investigating station, investigating these kind of things, or in this perspective.
Looks like a more completed version of the symbol that we see on the character Ancient Ogre, but also the new character. And you just have to wonder, is this stage connected? Was the developers thinking this far back when they were designing the stage? I mean, probably. But let's look at the bottom half too, because there's a bottom half where you can see more symbols. So if we go to photo mode once more, fly up to the ceiling, and then you look right there on the wall, you can see the same symbols that's on Ogre and whatnot, right? So will this be connected? Will this be explained, or is this something totally different? And also, you do have to ask the question of, will this lead into another story DLC? What I also want to point out to you guys is the structure of this cave. The entrance to the tree doesn't seem that big in game, but we saw in story it was big enough for Jin Kazama to climb in and fall asleep. If you go inside the tree and down it, you enter in Sanctum. Now, Sanctum has a top half and a bottom half. We don't know how far down that tree goes, but it goes down far enough for Sanctum to be covered by roots. When you crash through the floor of the first layer of Sanctum, you enter in the second layer. Now, that second layer is where Jun Kazama's Ogre story takes place, and we can actually see the outside of it, and that outside of it is the same entrance that we see in the stage with the light shining through. The fact that she took Ogre to this place, defeated Ogre there, This probably has so much importance to the character, to the Kazamas, to the story of Tekken. When you talk about the character's gloves, it features a snake wrapped in this incredible symbol. I did some research, and that symbol comes in many forms, but they all represent rebirth, eternity, and infinity. And the most popular symbol of all of them is one where the snake is biting its own tail. And that symbol looks very close to the main symbol that is on her bracelets and also Ogre's body and the walls. Also note, in this stage of hers, you see this huge staircase. But at the beginning of the staircase, on both sides, you can see these snake-like sculptures, and you can see like just like a lot of like serpent type of statues kind of all over the place. So it seems like the snake is a very important part of the character and also whatever this temple is. And also keep in mind the fact that this is a temple, we assume that all of the other ogres were locked into some kind of temple. Is this another temple where one of the ogres were laid and this character like discovered the power or the energies to be? We'll talk about that in just a second, but first off, just notice the snake. In Tekken Tag Tournament 1, he was depicted as having one big snake. In Tekken Tag Tournament 2, this was more pronounced, where you had, instead of one big snake, you had all of these snakes that looped together. And note, the eyes are red. And also, I'm not a snake expert, but I would assume this looks like the same type of snake that is also depicted on the statues. It looks like exactly like the same type of snake, right? Another thing that's very important to show you guys is when you look at the character's foot, you see this giant like bracelet metal amulet at the bottom. Note the design of it, because when we compare it to the character Ancient Ogre, you can see he has the exact same thing, more or less. So I've been researching this video and working on this video for about 6 hours. And I think I finally figured it out. I know how she's connected to Ogre. The eyes, the armor, it all makes sense now. In Tekken Mobile, this game's not canon by the way, but it depicted Ogre's return, or to see if it can be another Ogre. I don't think that part was ever clear. This is what he said to Kazuya and Nina. Mortals, you have proven your strength. Submit to my will, and I will increase your power 1,000-fold. This is probably the same offer that was made to the new character, but where Kazuya and Nina chose to deny and try to fight Ogre, she probably accepted. It would also explain why right outside the temple, which we think to be Ogre's temple, there is a village of people, of families. That's her home. It would make sense why they live in unison, why she's decked out in the armor, why her eyes match the same color as Ogre. Is because she basically signed a deal with the god, the ancient, the Ogre.
Okay. Good thought. We'll see when it comes out, honestly. Moving forward, we have Call of Duty. The Haunting Hour.
What the hell?
We have to keep moving. Stay alert.
Where's that coming from?
we're gonna keep going. It's pretty interesting. I don't know if he can even play Chucky, or maybe it's like a disposable item, like a bomb. Like you just throw it and it just poof, there it is. Let's see, let's move on. Let's get into it.
The entertainment world is stunned today when internationally celebrated and reclusive filmmaker Von Kovac sprung out of retirement to sign on for his first franchise film and remake of Wonder Man. Mr. Von Kovac, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for that. And I know your question is, why one more superhero film then? Everyone is tired of superheroes. Why go see them in the cinema? Wonder Man spoke to me on a deep level. There is an opportunity to shock audience. Only to reimagine a whole genre of storytelling.
Have you given any thought about casting?
That's all? Huh. Wait, so... Let me just... I'm gonna check one more time. But casting... We're gonna do this.
The entertainment world is stunned today when internationally celebrated and reclusive filmmaker Von Kovac sprung out of retirement to sign on for a remake of Wonder Man. Mr. Von Kovac, could you tell us more?
Everyone is tired of superheroes. There is an opportunity to reimagine a whole genre of storytelling.
Have you thought about casting?
So, what's this big audition you were talking about?
It's a huge opportunity. I'm auditioning for Wonder Man.
Did you hear about Wonder Man? I need to be in this movie.
Sorry, you crazy.
I was born to play this character.
Oh, you serious? Boo, they are already talking to Leo.
You just gotta go out there and crush it.
What's wrong?
I'm trying to come up with a backstory for the character.
Well, trust the words. Just show up and say them.
That's not my process.
Well, the process can go blow spider.
You guys killing it in there, bro.
Where have I seen him before? Pretty sure he used to be a terrorist. You can slate whenever you're ready.
Simon Williams, reading for Wonder Man.
Listen to me, Simon. The callback is happening now. Just be normal.
Normal, man. The breakdown is go method.
Come in. Mr. Kovac will meet you in the living room.
So you are here to meet Von Kovac? Mm-hmm. Hello, everyone. I want to explore the place between fiction and non-fiction. That's tight. We are going to make the last movie on Earth. No one will have the balls to make another. And action! Any news from Von Kovac?
There is news. You'll be the first to know.
Unless you call me again, in which case I will never tell you.
Okay. Next year, 8 episodes, not too bad. Don't know too much. I just know he's infatuated with Wanda. But this version, not too familiar. And we're gonna keep moving.
Could you build a back?
No, I cannot. Okay. Moving forward, we got Invincible Season 4.
Wait,
Please tell me you're not going to eat that.
Huh? No, of course not. I'm just taking in the ambiance.
Ambiance?
Yeah. I love this place.
Said no one ever.
How dare you?
Why are we here, Mark?
Okay, 2 reasons. 1, it's the place where I tell everyone when I'm going to be back in action, right? And 2, because I'm starving, since I just, like, single-handedly saved the Earth twice in the last 2 weeks.
Hey, don't.
Can you believe people used to complain that I could never win a fight?
What people?
You know.
I really don't. What was that?
My fans.
Your what?
My fans, okay?
What fans?
But they sure don't say that anymore, because first, I sent all those other me's packing. Get out of here, you handsome guys, I said. And then when they didn't leave, I threw their thick, muscly buns right off my planet.
I'm pretty sure everyone else did that. There were like 30 of us out there.
And then I beat up Angstrom. Find a dimension where you're not a loser, I said, except that doesn't exist.
I really don't think you said that.
And then, this is the big one. This guy,
Oops.
I'm pointing at me, this guy kicked...
So I'm guessing this man lost his arm and legs. Wow. Anyway.
Conquest's ass. You remember that? Boom.
But did you? I mean, did you?
Yeah. I mean, also turns out he was just very lonely. That factored in a
He
little
was
bit.
missing all his skin, Mark. I wonder how that happened.
You don't fight with your skin, Eve. Come on.
Well, while you've been busy taking all the credit, some of us have been busy getting ready for what's next.
Busy doing what?
Well, busy writing, designing,
Hey.
storyboarding,
Whoa, hey.
voice acting,
Stop. No.
posing.
Cut. That's my thing. Only I get to handle those.
Like you handled Conquest?
He was very strong for an old man.
Okay, then. Finish it off.
Finish off what?
Whatever this is that we're doing. This is my first time. I can't believe you let Alan and Cecil do this before me.
Right, okay, can you do the card? Now. Do the card now!
Is it supposed to be blank?
This kind of stuff, it's not really... Eve, can you... Maybe you could...
You're so lucky we're dating now.
Hey, could you make me a new burger too, please? Extra cheese with the pickles. Maybe 1 pickle.
You know, that Mohawk version of you is looking better and better.
Wow, look at that. Check out the date. It's so soon. Get those Where Season 5 William memes ready. Or don't, actually. I mean, enough is enough, am I right? Seriously, though, get excited. Season 4 is nuts.
Hey, maybe you win another fight.
Yeah, too. Or all of them. Maybe I win all the fights.
That's funny. That's pretty entertaining. But, you know, considering they have a small team, you know, can you blame them? Can't really, but let me see. We're gonna click on this.
Y'all smell that?
Shut up.
The Luxon beacon is an old religious relic. This beacon is a weapon.
I don't think I've ever seen this before.
Some kind of arcane weapon has crossed our border. War is coming, and you're our only hope of stopping it.
You got the wrong people.
We've got a homeless wizard, an inebriated goblin, a shipwrecked sailor, a cocky ringmaster, a temperamental monk, and chaos incarnate.
He reminds me of Sokka. But he's like a playboy though, instead.
Do you want to be my... Face it, we're nobodies. That's what makes you so dangerous. They'll never see you coming.
Time to put on a show!
Did you actually think you could escape your path? Shared purpose, shared pain, but mostly shared strength.
What do we do?
What we do best, make terrible choices.
I'm out.
This group is
Wild. We are the Mighty Nine.
But there's only 6 of you.
Yes, but 6 and 9 go so well together.
I see. I'll give the show a watch. I'll watch it. I'll give the show a watch. Alright. Let's get into this.
It smells like Marvel just cooked with all of these reveals. Because we just got a whole bunch of insane news, updates, and reveals for not only Daredevil Born Again Season 2, but X-Men 97 Season 2, the Vision Quest show, Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man 2, Wonder Man, beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, you name it! And my brother in Christ, there's not enough honey in the multiverse to pour on Brad Winderbaum and Marvel Television because they're cooking beyond belief. I like these reveals. Hell, I find that a primal scream is the best way to release your emotions. Rah! And y'all know me, if I get a little bit of crumbs, I'm gonna make a 20-star meal. Because either way, me and you know what we gotta do. We gotta talk about it. Boom!
8 minutes
You
and
looking for
14,
this?
15.
In case you've been living under a rock, today is New York City Comic Con, and Marvel Animation and Marvel Television had panels where they announced a whole bunch for the slate of 2026 and beyond. And first up was Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man Season 2, which was confirmed to be swinging into Disney Plus in fall 2026. And that's not all, because footage was shown that revealed this. We have a new vigilante Spider-Man on the news, and it's Gwen Stacy's introduction. She takes a selfie with Spidey as we see him sneaking into Oscorp. Get shots of the Venom symbiote, Doc Ock, Lonnie Lincoln, Nico Minoru finally doing some magic. We find out that Doc Ock escaped prison, and then the footage ends with "We need to show you something," said by Charlie Cox's Daredevil, who is back with his protege. And not only will Daredevil return in Season 2 of Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, but he's going to be wearing the classic red costume this time. But it's just something about Daredevil showing up in a Spider-Man animated series with the moon in the background that gets me hyped. I used to pray for times like this. Hopefully the live-action MCU follows suit and we get something like this in the future. And I can't wait to see them finally work together. But not only that, we got Venom coming in Season 2 already? And he ain't the only one. I don't know if they're going to have him moving like my dog here, or if they're going to be able to replicate the greatness that was the symbiote saga in Spectacular Spider-Man. But I'm like a fucking mindless clapping seal whenever I see Venom. And mind you, another Spider-Person said on your left, as we got the oversaturated Gwen Stacy showing up in Season 2, but I ain't mad at it because I like the character. So it seems like Norman Osborn is definitely going to be taking her under his wing, and they're probably going to be planting the seeds to him eventually becoming a Green Goblin, or Harry becoming a Green Goblin. I have a feeling they're going to be taking the Ultimate Spider-Man approach to his tech. But regardless, I love Season 1 of Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, and I'm just so excited to see where they keep pushing this character. But moving on over to X-Men 97 Season 2, because oh my goodness, that's probably the best, one of the best things, if not the best thing that MCU has ever done, especially on Disney Plus. But not only did they confirm that Season 3 is definitely happening and already in production, but they revealed that X-Men 97 Season 2 comes out summer of 2026. And yes, footage was shown with a bunch of descriptions. We get a previously on title, old Apocalypse footage, Apocalypse is back, Magneto's back, the X-Men are scattered across the past and future, and we get the Bishop saying we got to get the X-Men back to the 90s, as we see Jean and Scott's son all grown up as a teenager this time. Now, in case you need reminding, X-Men 97 Season 1 ended on a crazy cliffhanger with them scattered across different timelines, mainly and Sabanur, and teased that Gambit will be one of his horsemen. And they even gave us our first look at what Apocalypse is going to look like in the show. And I got to say, he hasn't aged at all. If anything, they cleared up his face. He looks a lot better now. But I need them to make Apocalypse a fucking problem. But I've got all the faith in the world, especially if Season 3 is already in production, that Season 2 is going to be fucking epic. But moving on over to the Daredevil panel, I just got to let one of these out. Kristen Ritter, in case you forgot, is returning as Jessica Jones. She went up there and shared the stage with Charlie Cox's Daredevil, as not only did they tease the potential return of all of the Defenders, when Matt said, you know, she's the first one. Oh boy, we already know Mike Coulter coming back. They just didn't want to announce it because they're cowards.
Please, one thing I want is I just don't want them to bring back the Iron Fist. If he's not going to do any better than what he did, will that be S with the fighting? I don't want. I can't. I just can't. Seriously.
But funny enough, Charlie Cox says that he's down to play Daredevil until he's 60, referencing a comic where Daredevil is 60 years old. And honestly, I need that more than I need. I can't envision anyone else playing Daredevil. But it was officially confirmed that Daredevil Born Again Season 2 premieres in March 2026. And between this and Invincible Season 4, I beat you! Comic book fans, we are eating good 2026. But I think we ain't done yet, because we also got the first trailer and footage shown for Born Again Season 2, which reveals Karen and Matt kissing and dancing. Maybe that's what causes Frank to lose his shit in Brand New Day. No. Wait. We get our first appearance of Jessica Jones and Foggy. Fisk is training boxing. From set photos, we know that he's going to be in some type of celebrity, like, death match boxing fight. But if we got Big Willie working on the hands, oh my goodness. gonna get crazy,
I'm for
scary,
it.
spooky, not so hilarious. Now, we did mention that Foggy was returning and footage was shown, but he was shown with long hair, so it's potentially just a flashback. I'm still hoping and praying that he's being held captive by Vanessa, just like the books. But regardless, I'm so damn excited for season 2 of Born Again. Y'all have no idea. Moving on over to the Wonder Man panel, we had both Sir Ben Kingsley and Yahya Abdul-Mateen, who played Trevor Slattery and Simon Williams Wonder Man, respectively, show up and give us the first trailer.
Pretty sure he used to be a terrorist.
You can slate whenever you're ready.
Simon Williams, reading for Wonder Man.
The entertainment world is stunned today when international on
I
for
can
the
skip this part because I already seen it.
You've got to leave.
Typically, trailer look real. Finally, we got the studio mixed with Barry, mixed with Marvel. So I'm hoping and praying it delivers. And finally, we got an update on Vision Quest. We got our first look at the official logo of Vision Quest, and I gotta be honest, kind of mid. But they brought out Paul Bettany, who voiced Jarvis and Vision. He teased the series has a fantastically gripping plot. Hold on, we got a grippy-ass plot? What do you mean by that? As he went into further details explaining where White Vision is currently, physically, mentally, spiritually, algorithmically. Red Vision gave Vision all of his memories, including the memories from within the Hex, but White Vision is having difficulty connecting to them. White Vision's journey is his attempt to connect to those memories and who he was. And that definitely makes a whole lot of sense. I mean, could you imagine going one day being like a robot, nothing, killing machine, to immediately getting a bunch of memories they have no idea how to deal with? It's a show about finding yourself and probably fatherhood. And not only that, they officially confirmed that James Spader will officially return as Ultron in Vision Quest. He will also play a human form of Ultron in the series. And to this, all I gotta say is I think a lot about meteors, the purity of them all. Boom, the end, start again. The world made clean for the new man to rebuild. I was meant to be new. I was meant to be beautiful. The world would have looked to the sky and seen hope, seen mercy. Instead, they'll look up in horror because of you. My bad. And not only that, we learned that more AI algorithms are going to appear in human form. Not just Vision, Ultron, but Friday, Edith, Dummy, and Jarvis. And yes, James Darcy will return to reprise Jarvis in his human form. And all I gotta say is, pray for times like this. You need a lot of people say that. And it was also officially confirmed that Vision Quest will conclude the trilogy of WandaVision, Agatha All Along, into Vision Quest. And job's not finished, because we also got the official confirmation that Ruri Malika will officially star as Wanda and Vision's son, Tommy. Grown up, though, as y'all know.
Yes, sir.
Speed. So now we got Wiccan, Speed, the Young Avengers are on the way. And funny enough, both Rory Malika and Joe Locke have appeared as lovers in a previous series, which keeps the theme of incestuous relationships with Aaron Taylor Johnson and Elizabeth Olsen from Godzilla 2014.
Yes,
Both the couples here played siblings and lovers. It's kind of weird. Fucked up. Somewhere Jeff Loeb is fucking laughing like Mark Hamill's Joker. And I'm super excited for Vision Quest. Everything that everyone has been saying is that it's something unlike anything they've ever done before, with little hints of WandaVision here and there. I mean, outside of Ultron returning, we also got Jocasta returning, Vision, Speed, might even get some hints at Wanda potentially still being alive. Obviously setting up the West Coast Avengers. Woo!
Okay.
Like that Jimmy Butler playoff news. But that's all the new news and updates we got about Marvel Television and Marvel Animation, as well as my thoughts, theories, and opinions. Let me know what you think about all of this news down in the comments below. And as always, I can follow for more.
So far, what I just, displayed for you guys, what are you guys thinking about it? What is your thoughts? Are you guys liking what I'm putting down, I'm showing, presenting? I'm just coming across a lot of information. So, I'm going to do this. Next one is going to be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So we're going to hit that. And expand.
It's the holidays.
Hey, does anyone know what they're getting Splinter?
I made him this mug.
Oh my god, maybe don't give him that.
Hey, here, I'll just ask ChatGPT. What does a rat dad want? Huh. Laser hair removal.
Yeah, good one, ChatGPT.
All right, don't blame AI. It's only as good as its prompts.
Wait, guys, what is that?
Chrome is attacking the city on Tubular!
I love destruction!
Watch out, baddies! Here comes the radical reptile!
Is that supposed to be us?
And Mark.
Does my head look like a raisin, you guys?
Why do I have so many fingers?
Speak for yourself. I look awesome.
What? They stole my move!
Toy does not live.
We're all about bashing baddies and eating cheeseburgers.
Authentic Invitations Toy Company, Newark, New Jersey.
This can't be a coincidence, right?
If someone is making money off this, it should be us.
I can't believe I'm about to say this, but we're going to Jersey.
Why? Chrome Alone 2. Oh, that's this year? Hold up. Interesting. Interesting. Oh shoot, I didn't mean to expand it. Okay, that was... I don't know how to feel about it because it's a short. But, you know, if I come across it, I mean, that's cool. What's this? Last Samurai Standing? Netflix. Gotcha.
これから皆様には遊びをしていただきます。手段は問いません。木札を奪い合うのです。
So, to get this straight, last man standing, money involved, minus debts. This is just Squid Games, but fighting to the death with samurai. Okay, got you. I'll still give it a watch. Don't get me wrong. I'm definitely gonna give the show or movie a watch. Pretty interesting. It didn't get me like out my seat, like it didn't like make me want to like jump. But we're gonna keep moving. What's this? Not right now.
Now today I want to make a fun.
Normally I would stay for this. Hold on. That's on me time. No. We got Mortal Kombat 2, so we're gonna hop on that.
Uno mas.
You're Johnny Cage. I loved Citizen Cage when I was a kid.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
They should do a reboot.
Nobody wants that. That went out in the 90s.
Johnny Cage, you have been chosen to fight. Tell me you're not some crazy fans. How are you doing that?
Are you coming or what?
Now the effects of this looks a little better. I don't know what they did before, but this looks a lot better. For some reason.
Where the hell am I?
It's a fighting tournament. To the death.
That's gotta be against the rules. Can't just go around killing people.
It's called Mortal Kombat for a reason.
This is a war for the fate of your world.
You guys in or what? I'm not some champion. I don't have transformer arms. Or shoot lightning bolts. This has got nothing to do with me. I'm an actor.
I find you annoying.
Not the face.
It's time to become the hero you were meant to be. All right, you big ugly freak. It's showtime.
don't have any pounds?
Just incredibly handsome.
I don't know if it's because let me look at this. I don't know if it's because of the music needs to be higher, but I don't know if I felt any momentum like building up. I mean, I've seen some good ass fighting games, but this doesn't hit where it needs to hit. Like, sure, yeah, like there was something, but it wasn't what I needed. Like, what is the budget? Like, give me what's an action movie that I don't know. I feel like the people can work on that better and work around the edges. But maybe I'm just nitpicking.
Only the strong survive.
I feel like they're really harding. Let me start again. I feel like they're pushing it as far as like song selection. I feel like certain things in this trailer is missed out of place. This is just me nitpicking.
Alright, you said ugly freak. It's showtime.
I feel like that, you know, Mortal Kombat, you know, I feel like that should be like right here. Or Mortal Kombat that you know, it's Mortal Kombat and then he does that. Or at least like have it slice into this.
Get over here! Only the strong survive.
But yeah, that's only the strong. So that doesn't. It's not needed. It doesn't need. Could have used a different background. You could have used a different music. You could. Would have sounds way better with different music.
Are you kidding me? You don't have any pounds?
Just incredibly handsome.
Like, I get it. Certain phrases. Finish him. I want to see gore. I want to see gore. Like, as soon as he says that, I want to see guts, gore, splatter, rip head, rip heart, like all of that. Like what you see in the video games, I need that same shit in here. Like him throwing that. Okay, that's momentum. But her doing this, and there's no blood splatting up. Like, you could have used a different nigga or something like that. You could have used a different dude that wasn't as important, and then had the body just like singe into him and just rip the whole thing. This one, she's trying to like fight him and it doesn't go through. She gets deflected back and then.
Are you kidding me? You don't have any pounds?
Just incredibly handsome.
It's just let me look over the comments. Mm. Yeah, it's just it, it's just I don't know. It's not what I really asked for, but can I want to be tasked to do something like sinister. Like I want something like nitty gritty. Like give me the people for Final Destination, and then have them be integrated to work on this project. Like I seriously want to like be like part of it. Like I want what's this? I'm probably gonna watch that on my own time. But let's see, we got Wonder Man. We already seen. Oh, we got another Predator. That's what it was. It was a Predator Badlands. Apparently, we had a new one. This was yesterday. Oh, this is behind the scenes. Got you. Is there a new one? 7 days ago? I'll give it a watch. Also, next month, directors of Cloverfield Lane. When are we gonna get another Cloverfield Lane? I'm waiting for another Cloverfield movie. Y'all are playing with my feelings. I don't like that. Make another Cloverfield movie. That's really what I cared for and want, personally. Can't go any wrong. I'd be pissed too if I got.
Welcome to the most dangerous planet in the universe, where everything is trying to kill you.
I need a hand.
You're here to prove yourself. Hunting something that can't be killed.
This man over here yelling at a beast that's bigger than him, that can easily just swap him, just like the Hulk kicked the Abomination, and just I'm gonna just leave it alone.
We might not be alone in this hunt.
Hopefully that movie looks. Now that movie would make me want to get out my seat. Like, if anything, that would make me want to get out my seat. By all means. Let me open that and do this.
This is the only pure thing in this world. The fire came from the mountain, burnt our forest. My people cried for help. But Ava did not come.
This world goes much deeper than you imagine.
Detectives here. Yes, sir. Stay under cover. What is that over there?
Sully stick together.
No, the other one.
Sully never quits.
That's right. Sully's never quit.
How do you still live?
What if every human being on Earth could live here without a mask? Then the Navi people will be gone.
Whoa.
You want to spread your fire across the world. You need me.
We must fight! I call upon the warrior mother.
I feel like what would be really cool. Let me go back. Right here. This area right here. I feel like they should like do like from a point of view looking down. I feel like they should like have that be like the center focus. And as you know, keep the rocks here, have these ships right here, and then have the Navi people on the other side. So it would be like circle, army, Navi. They go clash and clash, or hand in hand, and then maybe a big creature like from above. Like I just thought about that just now. I think that'd be kind of cool to see. Something, food for thought right there.
We must fight! I call upon the warrior mother.
I was just thinking about that big creature. I was like, maybe that's a little too much, but they have the big creature just fly over and just like steal the little teaser. That would be kind of cool. Honestly, have that big vortex circle, have the army, have the Navi, go hand in hand, and then that big bird just boom, Avatar 2, boom, teaser, boom.
I'll kill you! I swear!
out this year too. Man, there's a lot of movies just coming out back to back to back to back to back and back to back to back. Loving it. Gotta love it. Let's see. Oh, follow.
I'm looking for someone. Common story around here. Someone you care about or someone you hate?
Oh, what a great question. What say you, Miss McClan?
Why would my dad go to Las Vegas?
You want to know why the world ended? It started here with one man.
It's all over, but the cry.
Cooper Howard, star of the silver screen.
And no,
Like yourself, I am the very best at what I do.
but
And what I do is I know everything. I know there's a war coming. The bombs will only be the beginning. My concern is that you would do just about anything to save your family. I think you are actually quite a violent man. You just don't want to kill me yet.
Let's get lucky, shall we?
I defer to you about what to do in this situation.
Like I said, back to back to back to back to back back to back to back to back to back. Let me see if we have any other contents besides what I just seen so far. Let's see. Oh wait, this was 3 weeks ago. And speaking of things, Benson is getting a reboot. It's like a comic book, and it's the same people who are working on, or who are working on the Absolute universe. Also, we're gonna probably do like a run through of what is it? We're gonna do like a run through of a comics of I think it's DCKO, because apparently Homelander is a part of the DC universe. Apparently, but you know, what do I know?
Ben 10 is finally coming back from the dead in 20...
Fuck. Oh, there it is. We're gonna hit the... What? They got volume 30. We're gonna click on that afterwards.
You're a clan of two, a Mandalorian and a child of destiny. Your story is far from over. This is the way.
Messy. Very messy.
You think the Empire's gone? It's lurking.
rebuilding. It's coming for your republic. For all of us.
You must be careful what you say.
Beautiful actress. Great actress. What she does. Continue.
We Mandalorians have fought many enemies. But Thrawn, he anticipates your move before you even consider it.
Good shot, baby.
We lost contact.
Walker 3 is gone. Prepare to engage.
Water the hut. Your clan's resources will forge my vision. The First Order begins here.
Right now, you work for us. We need you.
Impressive. Once a rebel, always a rebel. I'm Din Djarin. And his Grogu.
You don't know the power of the dark side.
I don't. But I can do this. I can't remember if these are canon or not. If they are, that's amazing. They should make their own little side movies, side stories to expand on. I mean, because we're on season 3 now. Like, come on. Like, we should have already had an expansion on an expansion of another expansion. So, I mean, you guys can milk out the money, but I'm leaving alone.
逆に見えなくても
So many studios, I swear to God.
信じられるものもある全部つながってるんだ
Oh, we get 9 episodes. How generous.
Force の根源、銀河系のあらゆる生命をつなぐエネルギーとは
光と闇のしてはバランスは存在しない。
Of course, of course.
どうしたフォースと共にあらんこと
Are they like, by any chance, like 1 or 2 episodes? Are they gonna like continue, like from the previous ones, like previous episodes, like they continue the old work, and then just like, just simply just continue from the old work, basically? I want to know. That'd be kind of cool, like to continue the old story and then jump into, you know, just do that, please. I mean, that's pretty cool, but you know, like I said, are y'all gonna like produce more, or are you gonna? I mean, let me see. We got season 2 of Blue Eye Samurai.
Being a samurai is a demon's path, littered with death.
Revenge does not hesitate. And I will have it.
I must kill him.
It's a female. I'm gonna leave it alone.
It is time for me to begin my quest.
Hi, I'm Michael Green.
Amber Noizumi. We're the co-creators of Blue Eye Samurai.
This is Jane Wu, executive producer on Blue Eye Samurai Season 2.
Misa's journey remains the same. Revenge is her religion.
She believes that at least 2 of the men she's out to kill are going to be somewhere in this magical place called London. When we first see Mizu at the top of Season 2, she is breaking in somewhere to kill someone. Something else you might notice in these images is that Mizu is holding her sword. That might tell you when this is happening. In Season 2, we see the Swordmaker, we see Taigen, we see Ringo, we see Akemi.
There are also going to be maybe some people you thought died who maybe are still alive.
You're really going to give them that?
No?
Part of second season is refining a live action philosophy. You have to get stunt people that knows what they're doing.
When we started Blue Eye Samurai, we had no idea if anyone would be interested in this, if anyone would think it's fun, if we would even be allowed to make it. So we want to say thank you to the fans for showing up.
This is a story that needs to be told, and animation happens to be a very good medium to tell the story. I can't wait to share what we have in store for Blue Eye Samurai Season 2. I promise you, you won't be disappointed.
Legend is what history doesn't record, but still remembers.
Forgot about that. The hot wax or hot oil. Insane. That shit was insane. Too close.
Weak winner, strong loser.
Hold up. Next one, we're gonna get into Valorant. Not a big fan. Don't play it, but hey, visualization is key. Quality is good.
président rappeur par accident dëggal ma tarkita ma may ko noon ni may seta dem fa may saxaatata yëngal ñëpp excitant avant les arts comme si que musique tax ma tabax studio rappeur yi laay dulli musique tax ma dawal oto di yab sa gel guddi musique tax ma tukki ñëwaat nga naan desu bukki rab gaa gën comme seetu gumba ku mel gisoo sa bopp wala ànd ak sa doom may ko dandoo sa doom je dis ma seen idole li may yëngal c'est bon big up you don't make up mag yi da ngeen photo heureuse yi laay make up envoyé leen njëkk ak dara salade looloy tarkinda 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 tarkinda
Hey, T. Me, a bodyguard. Jamba. Yeah, I could do that.
looloy tarkinda tarkinda tarkinda
Interesting. Interesting.
What is going on, everyone? Welcome to Vito's lore story in the software TEKKEN. What we've been given so far, it doesn't look like that a conclusion was reached. The cinematics that were revealed did leave us at cliffhangers, so we may not have the full picture or the true picture yet, assuming that Valorant's developers did intentionally do this to trick us. And you'll see what I mean in just a sec. But first things first, let's talk about Vito and his lore story, because his reveal cinematic, believe it or not, is actually unrelated to the Paris attack. The cinematic starts off with the street somewhere, I won't reveal where just yet, but it's not Paris, covered in smoke and debris. We can see Vito running and dodging a barrage of bullets and firing back at some sort of enemy which I won't name yet, until he finds cover behind a concrete barricade. Now this scene here is where we get a large reveal of Vito's identity. These two moving things, I guess, are directly part of what makes Vito, Vito. The white formation on the left is Vito's human self, or just him as a person naturally, whereas the blue-green formation on the right is actually a Radivore symbiote. So Vito is part human and part Radivore. I'll get more to this in a sec as we continue breaking down the cinematic. As Vito continues fighting back, we can see him being joined by Tejo and YALL, all while we continue getting this imagery of this human and Radivore self interacting with one another, seeming like they want to combine. I think this scene here, while very subtle, paints a good picture of Vito's past, even before we get to the actual lore breakdown of this agent. It looks like Vito has a direct military background, and one where he was a higher rank, considering how he's leading the charge and ordering Tejo and YALL throughout the battle. We know that Tejo and YALL both know each other and are both experienced in combat, with Tejo having military experience and YALL even training the duelists in the protocol on how to fight. Vito was a contact that Tejo himself reached out directly to, and I think that this trio is closely connected in the past with military experience to a large extent. As the three seem to be getting overwhelmed during the battle, a grenade heads towards Vito, and at the same time, we get the final internal transformation where his Radivore identity morphs with the human one and completely takes over, with the white formation disappearing and the blue hand reaching out into the white background. Really strong imagery of a second self or second identity within Vito that is now reaching out and trying to break free. And as it finally does break free, we can see Vito change from his more vulnerable human self into a much more powerful Radivore being. Now this is where things get kind of confusing. You may have thought that this entire time we were in Paris and fighting off Atlas soldiers, but we're not. We're actually on the map Sunset in Los Angeles. And this is most likely Vito's backstory as to how he gained this Radivore part of him. A quick refresher on Sunset is that this map, which takes place in Los Angeles, is home to where Kingdom Corporation was working on Project Landfall, primarily studying and experimenting with Radivores. This is where Gecko was able to steal his Radivore friends that he currently has as abilities, and after the Valorant Protocol attacked and shut it down, there has been a message playing on the speaker several times about a missing Radivore. And for the longest time, we all thought that this missing Radivore was Vice. This is because of her animal-like design, and several hints leading up to her release about this being the missing Radivore, but it was never really confirmed. And now I'm thinking that Vito is in fact the missing Radivore. Or maybe he stole the missing Radivore, or that the Radivore combined himself with Vito at some point in the past. I think this would conclude the discussion on the missing Radivore once and for all, and it does make a lot of sense because compared to Vice, Vito is very clearly part Radivore without much of a doubt. So this explains why we're on Sunset here, and it gives a good hint as to his backstory. This also probably takes place directly after he obtained this Radivore, and it's possible that these two white and blue things morphing together was a one-time thing of this Radivore trying to combine himself with Vito. Or it could be something that happens every time where it feels the need to take over and help Vito out at a time when he needs it. As Vito gets hit with the Brimstone Ultimate, his complete transformation into his Radivore identity happens and he changes from his human self into this blue powerful being that is basically immune to every ability. And this scene here is a great example as to how this Radivore symbiote takes over. We can still see his human self underneath in control of his body and actions, but he's allowed this Radivore form to take over. And if you haven't caught on already, yes, this is very similar to Venom. Except in Venom, Eddie is more or less infected with the symbiote and he doesn't have much control over it at first, until later where he learns how to work together with him. It's hard to tell how sentient Vito's Radivore really is, and how much control, if any, that it has over him, but to some degree, it looks like this Radivore may have a mind of its own, and can pretty much detect when it's needed and be able to take over. Moving on, we get some more examples of how different agent abilities and ultimates fail to work on Vito when he's transformed into this Radivore identity. We then get Waylay and Tejo joining the battle once again, and probably trying to escape the area due to all the heavy gunfire. I would assume that along with the Valiant Legion, there are some Kingdom soldiers fighting back as well. The cinematic ends with another flashback from the past where Vito is seen in his hometown in Senegal, where he receives a phone call from Tejo asking him to be a bodyguard for Mary at the First Light event. Alright, so we got a lot of information from this lore cinematic, which is pretty great because already Vito is given a lot of depth and his character is already way more complex than most of the agents, with him being able to control an entire second part of himself. I'm sure there is a lot more to Vito that we can uncover in his voice lines when he gets released, but for now this is what we can decipher based off the lore cinematics that have been released. Okay, so before we move on with the lore on the attack on Paris, let me quickly give a refresher as to what happened in the cinematic from yesterday. In that cinematic, Phoenix, Chamber, Tejo, Waylay, and Clove are seen in the Vulture heading towards Paris. As Phoenix continuously tries to reach out to his sister Mary, Killjoy notifies the team about her conclusive findings that Atlas has indeed developed a technology called the Megaspike. What this Megaspike does, along with what Atlas calls a relocator beacon, is that the detonation range is significantly larger than the normal spike, and with this, they can actually transport an entire area of land, as large as a city, directly out of Alpha Earth and into Omega Earth. And this is exactly what Atlas was planning to do in Paris. As Phoenix once again tries to reach out to Mary, he leaves her a voicemail about an upcoming danger heading her way, and to stay close to Agent 29, or Vito, who has been sent to protect her. Before he could finish, the Vulture is shot out of the sky, and then we can see it heading towards the ground to crash. Now this is the teaser that we got yesterday without any additional information or context on the fate of these agents on board, or what happened on the ground. Now we move on to the next two cinematics which Valorant posted as shorts, which is why the aspect ratio is different. I'm going to play all three cinematics back to back in case it helps combine all the stories. Feel free to skip this part if you just want to hear the breakdown afterwards.
From Toronto and cross-analyzed with the mechanized data from Corona. Look, it's not good. Atlas modified a spike with enough infused cellulite to exponentially expand the extraction range. This isn't a snatch and grab. With this, they could transport an entire city to Omega.
Why Paris? Qui attaque Paris, attaque en masse tout genre humain.
Hey sis, look, I can't say much, but something big is coming. Okay? And I don't know if I'm gonna get there in time, so look, we sent someone there to help you out. Just listen to him, okay? And I'm sorry. And sorry for being an idiot. Okay? But I promise, I'm coming.